Whoa, this is the Illusion reporting from somewhere on Spaceship Earth. I'm out for a little evening walk on Rainbow Mountain here, and I was watching the sunset, and it really struck me how absolutely lucky I am. I mean, I live essentially with the view I've dreamt about for the last 10 years. I remember going over to my friend's house who lives not far away from here when he moved up here and being like, I want to live up here. And he had a guest house on the property, and there was like a moment where I might live in the guest house for a bit, but it just didn't work out. And I remember being like, I really want to live up here, but I wasn't ready. And actually his place didn't really have that great of a view. It was just up here in the mountains. And at heart, I'm a mountain guy, but I'm also a surfer, so this is like the best of the both worlds because it's 5 miles down the canyon and I'm at a surf spot. Not a great surf spot, but the first surf spot I can get to. And then, half an hour in either direction, there's a plethora of surf spots I can go surf, from world class to mediocre. But anyway, that's not what I'm really talking about, but it is because, right, all thoughts create. All thoughts create, and here I am. Yet I do have a totally, look at the trippy effect the camera's doing right now. That's kind of wild. Anyway, I have a totally broken mind. I'm living right where I want, with the people I want, and yet my mind will still tell me that there's something absolutely flawed in my dream right now. And it's funny because I just kind of like had to sleep for a couple days and sort of battle the broken mind. The mind that no matter what will find fault in anything, the fault-finding mind. I don't know if you out there can relate, but it's the mind that sometimes on the most beautiful day will still go, this sucks. And so I was sitting up here watching the sunset, and it really just struck me how grateful I am. I mean, those of you who've been watching this on YouTube World, you've watched the journey of me just constantly having my life situation improve, and in the same time battling my own mind and the negative thoughts that come through my mind to arrive at the conclusion that I am exactly where I'm supposed to be in this present moment, and that it is only due to the grace of a power greater than myself. Call it source energy, call it God. I talk about it a lot on this channel, but it's not me that's allowing this beautiful experience to occur. My mind is actually fighting it, 70% of the time. Like, I'm not fully gifted with the ability to always see the utter, graceful, beautiful experience. Dude, what's going on with the camera is tripping me out. It's pretty rad. It's ethereal. Anyway, so I have to constantly remind myself when my mind is trying to disrupt my harmony that it's only a temporary state of being. Just as like my utter beauty is too. Like, it's a temporary state of being, and I have to be present enough to absorb the moment and be in it and allow that moment to expand in all directions infinitely, because it is only going to occur right now. I don't get a second chance at any given moment in this experience. And so when I find myself in the broken, fault-finding mind, I have to figure out some way to get out of that thought, because what it's doing is it's taking from my present moment. It's absolutely disrupting the moment that is perfect. And yet, with that broken mind thought, if I can get through it, it really does increase the gratitude of a moment like I'm having right now, walking in this beautiful landscape, utterly in awe of how fortunate I am to be walking around on this section of Spaceship Earth, experiencing it knowingly, consciously awake, with no sort of substances, nothing except my utter consciousness. I just needed to chime in and just say how grateful I am, and that I have to constantly check in with my gratitude, or else my fault-finding mind will defeat me. But I know that that fault-finding mind is not the truth. This is the truth. Consciousness is the truth. Like, I don't need to do anything to be conscious except be. That's the rub. That's the trickiest part about this whole human experience, is just allowing it to be. I constantly battle with it because I am so caught in my own head a lot of the times that I can't just allow it to be. There has to be rhyme and reason. There has to be an end game. There has to be a start point when there isn't. There just is now. There doesn't need to be any sense made of this moment except that it's perfect when I arrive here. And I've arrived here, and I thought I would share it with you. I hope you're having the same beautiful experiences in your life. Thank you.